Hi Leo, this is going to be a bonus reading for your full moon in Virgo happening right now. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help me get this message out to fellow spiritual seekers. This is going to be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so it will not resonate with everyone out there. And today we're going to focus on your work, love, and home environment during this full moon cycle. I am going to pull all your cards, do a pre-shuffle here, get all your cards out, and then we'll hop right into the message. If there are any channeled messages that Spirit would like you to know, I'll be sure to share those after I get your spread out. All right, one last message. Okay, Leo, focusing on a message that was coming through. That's trying to come through, trying to get a clear understanding of what Spirit is trying to say, that you could, that they want you to know, or your spirit guides and angels would like you to know throughout this full moon in Virgo cycle. Listen is what Spirit is saying. Listen. So take some time to listen. Sit back. It feels like this is a common. It's showing up in different contexts, but it feels like this is a message for the collective in general to sit back and listen, because there's a lot of messages that are that Spirit's giving you. It feels like there's a lot of distractions around you. It feels like things are really loud around you, whether that is in your environment or this is just on a collective level. Like, things are really loud. There's a lot that's happening in the world right now, and it feels like Spirit is saying that for some of you, it's hard for you to hear. So this is a good time for you to sit back and listen, okay? So let's get started with your work. When it comes to work, a time to give rather than take. Funny that Cancer just pulled this card as well in the same position here when it comes to work. I think it was Cancer. May have been another. A time to give rather than take. And look, that is the new moon in Virgo. So this is exactly where you need to be when it comes to work. It's time to give rather than take. We have the, let's see. Sorry, I'm a little slow with these cards, guys. These are brand new cards, and I'm just sort of learning them as I'm working with them right now. There feels like a breakthrough somewhere too. Um, but this is the Eight of Wands energy. Eight of Wands here. So it definitely feels like a breakthrough. That's what it feels like for some of you. Rather a time to give rather than take when it comes to your work environment. I feel like there's a shift in your work environment for you. I feel like what Spirit is making me feel is an energy of, um, some of you have been on the team, or you're on the team and now you're elevating in some sort of way, and I feel like it happens really fast. Like, it's just like boom, a quick breakthrough, and it's like you're out of there. It's kind of like you're still connected to I feel like you're still connected to the team in a way, but you elevate in some sort of way. Okay. So maybe this is about you giving knowledge to help people reach the heights that you're reaching right now, Leo, when it comes to your work. Maybe this is some of you, starting something new. This could be online with the Eight of Wands. You could be starting a new online business or just taking your business online. It feels like there's a shift. It feels like you were in this sort of dull, just mundane, conformed sort of environment, and now you've got a spark here with this Eight of Wands. I feel like that's the energy that I'm getting from this, is that just things have changed, and it changed rather rapidly, or can change rather rapidly for some of you. But like I said, it feels like it could be online, or some of you relocating somewhere, maybe relocating, going, taking your career somewhere else, or taking a job somewhere else. Um, I'm also hearing some of you moving back in with parents, a mother in particularly. Maybe for some of you may have to care for someone. Maybe this is a time to give rather than take, is maybe you're caregiving for someone here with this energy. And so now you need to take work elsewhere. You need to relocate, take care of a parent. And so now you have no other choice but to work from home. Or maybe some of you are just taking a caregiving position and being compensated for that in some sort of way. I feel like it's an energy of you giving a lot, okay? You giving a lot when it comes to work, okay? And for some of you, you are giving a lot if you are taking care of a parent, if you're the sole provider. But this is a time also, like Spirit is saying, a time for you to listen. So maybe even for some of you who are moving back home, you sort of reevaluate life in a way, and I feel like you're grateful for the things that you did have, or you do have, because maybe some of you are caring for someone who is less fortunate than you, and you realize what you have been blessed with. So this is a time for you to step back and be in gratitude for what it is that you do have. Okay. When it comes to love, Leo, don't let pride get in your way. Look at that. Full moon in Leo. Your energy here. Don't let pride get in your way. Well, we know sometimes, Leo, you can be prideful for sure. The High Priestess energy is coming in here as well, which I always say the High Priestess is like Pisces energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces here. But I do feel like some of you are in a place of totally operating from head over heart, instead of heart over head. It's really listening right now so that so that those two can work in accordance. Okay. Because it feels like some of you are top heavy. When I say top heavy, I don't mean top heavy like big boobs, but maybe that's a thing too. But it does feel like you guys are, in your head a lot and not operating from your heart space here. The High Priestess is having you tap into that intuitive aspect of yourself, because it does feel like some of you are very sensitive, very empathic. And I feel like you've just been going, putting your head down, doing what you need to do, caring for whoever you need to care for. And you have been not hearing. You've been in a state of not hearing, not listening, okay? Not listening to the guidance that is coming through for you. So I also feel like if some of you are in that position when it comes to work, you have elevated to another level, making sure that you are not in a place of being too prideful, that you could still come down and ground in earth, okay? Because you're very fiery, passionate. Sometimes you could be in your head instead of down on the earth. So this is a good time for you guys to get grounded here and also reconnect to your heart space and your intuition, because there's a lot of information that is coming in for you. It's just that Spirit is unable to get through to you right now because you've been operating from that head space. Okay, so this is more about loving yourself, but this could be about someone else. This could be a relationship. Again, you, Leo, dealing with the Pisces here, of you being prideful in a relationship. This person could be very intuitive, very loving, very caring, very giving, very optimistic. Like I said, very intuitive as well. And maybe you are not balancing one another right now, okay? Because you're just super fiery. They're super intent, and very intuitive in this moment, but there is no grounding when it comes to you. You're in a place of being prideful, and maybe that could be energy that you're stepping into or coming out of as well. Okay, so this is reminding you when it comes to love to just feel more, okay, not think, okay, to be in your to feel, to be in your body, okay, because you're all head over heart right now, okay. That's what it seems like when it comes to love, whether that is in a relationship or just relationship with self. When it comes to the home, this is saying balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. We just had a new moon in Pisces at the end of February here. But again, energies that some of you could be dealing with, a Pisces here, Leo. Balance spirituality and practicality. We also have the Five of Cups. Some of you guys have been holding on to something from the past. Maybe you have been in regret. Maybe some of you have feel like you failed in different areas of your life and possibly in relationships. Possibly, I feel like the love and home are kind of tied to one another if you are in a relationship. But that Five of Cups energy makes me feel like some of you have been disappointed, or you are disappointed in a relationship. You're disappointed with your living situation, and some of you just want to move. Some of you are ready to just let go. This could also be an energy of some of you, your relationships could be falling apart for some of you with the Five of Cups here. This is also saying not to make a hasty decision. Okay, so this is a time of doing, as we're in this Pisces and Saturn right now. This is a time of doing, but I feel like you have to listen first before you make a decision. So I think part of your action, part of your doing is learning to listen and not actually taking the action, because Leo, it does feel like you will take the action in a heartbeat, because you can have a hasty energy, just a very spontaneous, like, this is what I'm going to do and no one can tell me otherwise. But this is time for you to sit back and listen first before you take any action on this here with this Five of Cups. But this could also point to your sadness and disappointments just being a temporary situation. This is not long term. So this is why Spirit is saying balance spirituality over practicality. So some of you want so fast. You want everything right now, Leo. But Spirit is saying take that time to dive into who you are, meditate, contemplate, envision, take some time to self so that you can hear the messages that are coming through. Tap into that Piscean energy where you're very empathic and intuitive, or start a practice with your partner. It's a beautiful thing too, so that you both can find the balance within yourselves individually and as a couple, if this is what we're talking about, if this resonates with some of you on the home front. Okay, so there is a lot of balancing, grounding that needs to happen. And one thing that you could focus on during this 2-week cycle, during this Virgo full moon, is connect with crystals. And the number 11, some of you could be seeing the number 11 often, but connecting with crystals. Okay, and tonight would be a great night to place your crystals under the moonlight. You could set them on the windowsill. If you have an area outdoors, you can place them outside. Let them ground on the ground, or you could set them in the bowl, but just let them be under the moonlight. Okay, so crystals are very important for you. This at this time, you can sleep with them. You can sleep with them under your pillow, next to your nightstand, put them in your pocket, your purse, wear them as a necklace, wear them as bracelets, however you like to do that. But connecting with crystals in the next couple of weeks in this Virgo full moon is setting an intention that you would like to hear the universe, and that you respect the messages that are coming through, you honoring the messages that are coming through, and you're not just trying to do things your way, Leo. Okay, so connect with crystals is a focus that you can focus on the next couple of weeks. Definitely meditation as well, connecting in nature, using your crystals while you're meditating is a good thing anyway. It's a good thing as well. So, but be sure that if you are not familiar with crystals, there are crystals that cannot be in water. There are some that cannot be in the sunlight. I think it is always safe to cleanse and recharge your crystals under the moonlight, which would be perfect right now under this Virgo full moon. That is going to be an energy of sort of, this is kind of like the beginning of things, shifting in a really, really deep way where we're needing to take action on things from a positive place and really letting go of these old habits that we may have, okay? So that is your reading, Leo. Thank you all for tuning in. If this resonated with you, leave me a comment below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so we can get this message out to people. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Leo. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.